Welcome to Tarot Q&A Tuesday. Here we are, and today we are talking about a few extra things. In the middle of this session, I'm going to share with you my big announcement that I'm super excited about, and I hope that some of you might be too. And in the meantime, we're going to kick off with a couple of questions that have been emailed to me. Then we will do the announcement. Then I will do the collective consciousness card, which means if you are watching the replay, this one is for you. And after that, we'll carry on. Now, if you haven't watched Tarot Q&A Tuesday before and you want to ask a question, simply email me or punch the question into the comments below, and I'll be sure to pick it up for next week. Anyway, without further ado, I'm getting my questions off my phone, and we're going to begin with Naomi. This is quite a big question, actually. And I actually wonder if there's more than one person feeling this. So this might be relevant to those out there who can relate. I've done so much self-healing to feel enough and to feel lovable. Why am I totally attracting men, or only attracting men, with so much emotional baggage? If the law of attraction means that like attracts like, does this mean I still have got truckloads of emotional baggage of my own to unpack? She says. It's hard to stay positive when I've never met a man in all my years who I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. Well, it's a big one, and could probably relate to a lot of that myself, to be honest, over the years. And, you know, it's multifaceted because like attracts like, but it's not always the direct conscious connection that is like attracts like. It's a deeper vibration. It's more of a, whatever is dominant in your sphere most of the time at a core level, at a subconscious level. So let's begin this question by, well, maybe she still has stuff to unpack. So let's actually ask that question. Does she need to keep working on herself and keep going and still stay positive? This losing faith and getting a bit humpy about it is creating low vibe energy. Low vibrations attract low vibrational people, stuff, obstacles, and situations that are untoward. So we want to aim to have more high frequency going down. Naomi, is this about you needing to do work on yourself? That's the question I'm kind of going with at this moment. Oh, phone's on. Oopsies, turn that off. It was Jessica. All right, back into Naomi. Is this about you still needing to unpack? Because we can still match with people even though we've got, no one's perfect. Let's get that fact out there. We're not actually meant to be getting perfect. We're just unraveling our baggage so that we can shine more of our light, right? So it's not that we have to be perfect. It's that we need to aim to be constantly growing because that's more fun that way. And I've got the High Priestess. I'm going to interpret this as a sort of, however, here is more of the message. This is a very intuitive goddess we have here. This dark pillar does represent our baggage or our shadow side, that we do need to shed the light of this side, the consciousness, into the subconscious mind in order for us to be more glowing, radiant. The light that I was just referring to. However, the deeper feeling I have here is kind of, the aim would be to be tapping into your intuition more. So this means before you even get on the date, how you are dating, how you are doing your days, are you socializing? Could you potentially be meeting somebody old school style? Could you actually use your instinct in the moment about where am I called to go today, rather than thinking, how am I supposed to be getting a man if I'm only online, or those kind of things that we can get a bit obsessed with. So it's really backing up the truck quite a lot, and instead of compartmentalizing as love life, work, exercise, family, or whatever it is, simply every day take the stillness to feel into where you need to be. Because chances are you possibly could meet somebody through an old school way, go to a social event and know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody's uncles, brothers, sisters, boyfriends, ex-friend. And there you have it. Okay, so I might just give you one other card to help you along your way, Naomi. Okay, well now that I've got two that have a little bit of an inner child thing going on, this card means a lot of things, like all the cards. Is this about you, your children, or inner child stuff, having fun, being playful, being playful? Okay, I was going to dive into the inner child stuff, but I'm actually going to hold off there and just say, be the child. Bring out your fun side. Where's it gone? And when you're out doing that, you're going to ooze awesomeness and attract someone beautiful who feels like home. Boom, there you go. That's pretty awesome. And that is relevant to a lot of us. There's some lessons in there for all single people out there, I believe. And now we're going to pull up Linda's card. Linda's question, I should say. Linda, did I even write it? Am I doing the right thing house sharing with my former partner? Speaking of love lives, am I doing the right thing? I can't help feel, Linda, just going off the back of that last question and answer, that probably this is something that you want to tap more into as well, that intuition, right? So that you can feel more comfortable in your decisions sometimes, even though it's just fun to ask questions on Tarot Q&A Tuesday anyway. But just a thought, we want you to be able to have that real confidence in your decisions. Either way, we're going to pull you a card, Linda. Oh, sorry, people are waiting to get into the room. Linda. Yes, and I will suggest that you have a very clear concept with each other, that you communicate about what you think is fair and reasonable about how you live together. So this is setting up the rules, basically. It really is, because it's almost like going flatting when you were 17, 18 or something, when you actually kind of had rosters, and back in the day, that's actually what some of us did. I don't know what they do now, probably an uncool thing to do. However, yeah, it's more like, not so much the roster, but really getting clear on, shall we share dinners? How are we going to do the food payments? Do we want to have a little kitty? Shall we have a time out, like an ability to give each other some time out or space from one another, like time home alone, that kind of stuff, just to really set it up with good intentions from the beginning. And I can see you typing away there, so I will await your answer before I tap into, I'm actually going to talk about the big announcement next. Oh, that's what you're doing? So do you have any other questions around it? Okay, cool. I feel it's good. It's just it's sort of a temporary situation to help you get ahead. But at the same time, I feel there's an extra part here that you can have the opportunity to give each other support on isn't it nice when someone does cook you dinner? So instead of it being like, oh, now I've got to go and stay with my ex-partner because my life is what it is and this is just the way it has to be. But instead of like, so what we're going to do is we're going to share a space together. We're actually really good friends, and this is going to be abundance. This is going to add abundance to our life. Now, Linda knows about this because we were banging on about it on Cosmic Consulting last night, and I gave everyone a big lecture, as usual, about how not to attract abundance or not to try and manifest abundance, and instead allow the abundance that's already there to be part of your world simply by getting out of your own way, which means removing all the stuck stuff, all the crap that we've accumulated over our lives. Now, on that note, couldn't have started a better introduction for myself. Sorry, Linda, I know you already know about this, and I know you can't this time, so just bear with me. My big announcement is that I have set up a date for a retreat, a 2.5-day retreat, which is in the Mount, and it's called Big Dream Life Creation. And what it's about is understanding the process of transformation. We are literally going to work through this on a number of ways. I'm going to teach a step-by-step process so that you can unravel your own limiting subconscious beliefs. That means you do your own transformation whenever you want for the rest of your life, because I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to teach you. I'm also going to show you how to use a pendulum so you can tap into universal guidance, and how to use muscle testing on yourself and perhaps others too, so that you can tune into your subconscious mind and really understand the messages that you're missing and what is blocking you from unraveling life with more ease and grace. So having these personal tools was personally a game changer for me. I am obsessed with muscle testing myself. It's like changed my life. I've always used a pendulum, but I find muscle testing extremely fast. But when I first tried to learn it, it was quite difficult. And now I'm a whiz at it. So you too can be a whiz. Now, within this transformational teachings, we have a lot of fun with it as well, because life is supposed to be joyful. And I'm going to blend the major arcana of the tarot. We're going to pull up the tarot cards, and we're going to understand the hero's journey, the fool's journey based on the tarot, because that's where it first began. So this is a very mystic style way of teaching, yet these ancient beings, these wise people from the past, knew a lot more than the average Joe Bloggs walking around our streets these days, even though we have all this artificial intelligence. We seem to have lost our intuitive intelligence, and therefore, of course, learning to be more aligned with your intuition or tapped into your inner wisdom will be also part of this process. I'm also going to make you beautiful lunches, beautiful food, and you'll be eating like a queen or a king, and that's part of the gifts from me to you. But the big part about this that makes it almost a no-brainer for some of you out there is that part of the package, well, it's not really part of the package, these are extra gifts I'm going to put in as a bundle. So part of this, you will receive the 21-day Nurture Your Soul's Challenge, which is $300 full price. You will receive 2 half-an-hour one-to-one sessions with me, one before, one after, so that we can determine what your needs are and make sure that you get them met. And there's also going to be an intention setting mini book that you'll get your hands on, and a couple of other things that actually give you a bonus, like, I don't know, almost $800 worth of free stuff, which is pretty much what the course is in itself. So it's like a ridiculous level of abundance coming your way. And the thing is, you've got to get in quick, because 6. That's the amount of people that I'm going to serve during this intimate, beautiful, bonding, healing retreat. I'll leave it there. Email me if you want more information, and I will have a chat somewhere or another. Let's launch in now to the collective consciousness card, as we're coming into a lot of new vibrations through this 2023 year. This is the start of a new cycle numerologically. So it's and not just because it's a new year, but because it's actually 2022 has passed, and the next 22 cycle is launching. So what we're doing at the moment as individuals, unbeknown to our consciousness in some cases, is we are getting our ducks in a row. We are really needing to review and reset where we've been and where we're going. We need to start this cycle off on the right foot. And this is setting us up to move into what year are we? Into more of a a higher dimension. But I won't go on about that right now because it's a bit complicated. What we all need to hear right now, safe and appropriate to read for everyone who's viewing this, and these are the cards we need to get. Okay. More than one. Oh, my giddy aunt. This happens so much, right? Same card. Same card. I did shuffle. So this is a beautiful High Priestess. She is the intuitive goddess, as mentioned before. What this is important to know is once we know what we want in our life, we need to combine our logic and our intuition in order to allow it to be in our lives. So it's a powerful free tool that we all have. And I'm going to give you a clue, a key, an answer to how you can start improving your intuition without even trying to hear it. And that is find 10 to 15 minutes every day to quieten your mind. Obviously, some would call that meditation. Doesn't have to be traditional meditation. In fact, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the rules around meditation. I actually prefer just to find my own way of getting out of my head. Pan down the thinking. Really just focus on the breath. That's the easiest way to do it if you are finding that you're a big thinker or you can't sleep at night because you're always worrying about something or creating something in your mind or thinking about the past or regretting something. Oh my goodness, that is how we ruin our lives. So don't, all right? Don't. Do we have another message? I want to give another message because this is all the same. But it says no, we're not allowed another message yet. Maybe at the end, we'll see. Let's get one for Melissa. She's been waiting very patiently after. You know what you're going to get, Melissa? It's going to be the High Priestess, isn't it? But anyway, we'll pull a card. What is holding me back with my business and personal life? Melissa, what is holding Melissa back? Is there something holding her back? What is holding her back? We're just going to ask that. It's a great question. That means that Melissa knows she's meant for more. That's the thing, right? If we feel we're being held back, it's because we know we have so much more goodness to share with the world. So that in itself, unbeknown to Melissa, I bet, is already an amazing awareness, a step forward. Getting to the card. Melissa. What does Melissa need to hear about this? Holding herself back, perhaps? That's what's happening. What is it? Well, it's not exactly the High Priestess, but it is the other part of what I said, right? It's the lying awake at night, overthinking, getting stressed out, making it more worse because thinking too much. I'm sure you've got this card before, Melissa. Anyway, we're going to pull you another card because, we just talked about that. I mean, not we love all the universal guidance. Thank you, bring it on. I feel there's another message for Melissa, though. I appreciate our assistance from the divine. This is all very well. So if we suggest, what is the suggestion for what's holding you back is too much thinking, worrying, stressing. So having what's the best solution, action step that Mel can take? Oh my giddy aunt! You think I'm going to make these cards up, right? I'm like, I've rigged them. I've rigged the cards. I rigged them. No, I didn't. So, okay, I'm not going to say anything, Melissa. What is the card? What is he doing? Well, he looks like he's dead, actually, probably to some people. But he's contemplating. He's meditating. And he's meditating because there's a missing piece to the puzzle down here. He's got some ideas. He's got three solid ideas, and something's missing. And he's got all this too many thoughts about the wrong thing. Swords are thoughts, so all this blah blah blah, darks. And don't need those ones. We need stillness. Well, we carry on with the rest of the questions. We've got the same message for everyone so far. Stop, find stillness, listen to your intuition, get the answers, step forward, a bit of logic, bit of intuition, co-create with the universe. You take a step forward, you listen to the next step, you get a feeling of where to go. Even Naomi got that with her love life question, that she needed to just stop and go, hey, where would you have me go for my highest good? How can I serve the world and be my happiest by serving with meaning, giving my life meaning? What would you have me do, universe? What would you have me do? And then that's all we need to ask. And then we get on with doing something fun, happy, enjoy, appreciate what we're doing. And then randomly we get these spontaneous ideas that pop into our life. I know you want more, so I'm just because you haven't been here for ages, Melissa, I'm going to see if we can actually help you out with that missing piece. If you promise to find stillness for at least 7 days in a row, okay? Promise? She's gonna. She didn't promise actually, but yeah. Okay, one more clue. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, well, this is nice. This is actually, calling for having some time to celebrate with girlfriends, friends. Combining joy with each other. Really living, just maybe getting out and having a bit of fun to get the juices flowing, And then you can combine with other people's excitement of life, ensuring that you are hanging out with people that are happy people and not vampires sucking your energy or toxic people creating more low vibes. Yeah, having a life, she said, I do need it. Get a life. That's the answer. Get a life. Right, on to the next. You heard it here first. Okay, pulling up Jessica. She is in the room and wants a random card. I feel like I need to give them a big shuffle after all this. Shuffle. Okay. All this shuffling, and then the High Priestess comes out again. Right. Jessica. Oh, it's from Jessica. Jessica. Here we go. Jessica. There. We've got the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit, do we need another card? I'm going to pull another card. The Hermit is a soul seeker. He is following his light. That light in his lamp is the light of our heart. So it's following our bliss. To do that, the Hermit goes within to listen to his inner wisdom, his or hers. And often this is good if you are being stuck in the masculine energy, maybe really focused at work a lot about stuff you need to intellectualize. So that's a more important time to balance it out when you come into your personal space by having the opposite, the balance, the polarity. So getting time out of the intellectual, busy, masculine work and into some feminine stillness. #stillness. Who else are we missing here? Melissa, yes, Michelle. Is it time to book my Europe trip, or is there more information coming my way that I need to know before this? Oh, you know what, Michelle? I just had this thing come right over me. You remember how we keep getting the surprise card for you? Dare I say it, you did get that surprise, but it wasn't what you were expecting. We all, our humanness, we thought it was going to be an exciting surprise, didn't we? It was that crap surprise that you got. Oh, well, it did change the course of events, didn't it? As we expected, not the way we expected. We will get into your question. Do you need to wait for more information? Is it a good time just to go ahead and book the trip? Is it correct action to go ahead and book the trip? Michelle. Michelle. Sure is. Get your ducks in a row, get organized, get structured, get some routine, get a plan. Absolutely time to sort it out. Now you're more inspired to do it with inspiration, aspiration, because you can let go of some of that past. Flick that surprise to the curb. And on that note as well, tuning into the following up from the healing we did a group healing on Cosmic Consulting last night for everybody to open up the channels to attract abundance into our lives on all levels, not just money, could be anything, love, good health, happiness, and so much more. And we just went into some past lives for a couple of people, and I'm wanting to just give Michelle a final tweak on her particular one, because the person you assumed that it could or that you thought it might be about is actually definitely that person. Got a yes. A yes, and I felt it too. Okay, don't tell me we've finished already. Goodness. Jess, Melissa, Michelle, Naomi, Linda, and let's get an added value bonus, #bonus collective consciousness reading. I want to pull a 3-card spread for all of us, okay? Are you ready? So this is like a past, present, future story that we are going to do for everybody watching. This is our current reset. Moving into a new phase numerologically. Is this the correct action to do this? We'll do this. 3-card spread, past, present, future. For all those watching, this is the message for you. Double cards? No, single cards. Single cards. The first card. Do I pull them all at once, one at a time? All at once, one at a time. One at a time. We're going to pull one at a time. First card. Past. Is that the first card? First card. Past. Well, we're off to a positive start here. We are racing through with the reading for today, and the first card is number 1. It's the Magician. The Magician. It's all about setting your goals, setting your intentions, knowing what you want, casting your wishes, your spells out to the world. So that's what you've been doing lately, whether you knew you were doing it or not. Whatever you have been focusing on and feeling most of, you have been literally sending out your wants to the universe. These happen by our focus points and our vibration. So if you haven't sat down and set your intentions consciously, you have accidentally done it by default with how you're feeling. So be warned, the next card is going to tell us where we're up to with this, where we're up to in this race to see what's going to happen for us in this next little while, what vibration we need to run into. I don't know why I want to talk like a racing horse commentary today, but something's come over me and I'm going with it. And we are about to pull out the present card, and the present card is in this pile. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Here it is. Here it is, guys. Whew. Following the magician, where we sit with these spells we've cast to the world. Look at that. It's very important to build momentum onto those spells you've cast by creating celebration in your life. Have fun. Joy is the key to manifest what you want, because when you're in a joyful, appreciative mode, you are in the receptive mode to attract the good stuff, not the crap stuff. So right now is the time, as we've already told Melissa, to party on. In fact, I think Naomi got the same message, which was more about doing life and not focusing on the details, but instead to enjoy, be led to the fun stuff and let the other stuff come to you. All right, now that we've got that, we're going to see where this is going to take us. We've got to take us. So this is the process to get what you want in life, actually. Here's the answers right here today in Cosmic Consulting. And what we've got to look forward to, I'm going to say this is like a 3-month kind of vibe that we really need to pay attention to, put some energy into following your bliss, doing things that light up your heart. And the final card, oh, look at this. And then we have the launch of something massive and passionate. This is often indicating a sexy man who is ready to start a relationship with you. But in this case, it could be that for you if that's what your intentions were, if that's what you cast out into the world. We could not have got a more relevant story for how to manifest what you want in life. This is focusing on what you want, getting clear on what that is, having fun along the way, focusing on being the joy that you are. Like, just do stuff that makes you feel good so you stay in that high vibrational energy. And then you will just accidentally find what you're passionate about, because you will be feeling passion, and passionate will grow momentum, because when you are doing something that feels good, you get excited and you get on the roll, and then more ideas come, and then you can get absorbed and obsessed. And when we're absorbed and obsessed about something, so much so that we lose track of time, that is something your soul is here to do. So if that's playing music for you, boom, that's your thing. If that's gardening for you, boom, that's relevant for you too. If that's doing artwork, your thing too. If it's doing tarot cards, it's your thing. If it's doing Cosmic Consulting, it's my thing. So you get the drift. If we just don't push it, in fact, we look after our days by being happy now, not waiting for it, we will lead the way effortlessly and be having a good time while we do it. Do you get that? Does it make sense, guys? It's such a good reminder. It's such a good reminder. I love it. We could do it, we'll do it in one, I'm going to do it for those who have just heard a whole lot of blah, 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 blah from me. I'm going to put it in 3 simple steps. Today's Cosmic Consulting Consciousness, Collective Consciousness cards have given us a story for the next 3 months of how we are creating our best life. We've got clear on what we wanted, that's number 1. And we've written it down as if it already is. And then we've put that aside and gone on and have a good life. We're going to do things that light us up so that we have a high vibration, because vibes attract vibes, and we want the good ones coming back at us. Number 3, be willing to launch into a more passionate experience, be that a love affair, a new job idea, life itself, anything that is passionate and creative. That's how you do it. That's how you find it. Everything is going to be fabulous, says Linda. Oh, yeah. And we'll end it right there. Well, that's been fun today, isn't it? Bit different. Clap, clap, clap. Linda's clapping. I'll turn. Yes, it's about time I had a round of applause at the end of these events. Oh, if only everyone could hear all the cut. No, listen to me. I'm in my ego. I'm going to love you and leave you for another week, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful faces next Tuesday at 4:44. Have a wonderful week. Tell me how you go with the 3-card process, how it unravels. I'd love to hear from you. See you guys. Bye.